Okay. I was trying to find a quiet place to record, and I found this little neighborhood, but I don't want to just like chill on somebody's like front, lawn and shoot a video. That people don't take kindly to that around here. So I'm gonna just put this thing on my bike. I don't know if it's too windy, you'll be able to hear me or not, but I'm just kind of like just rolling around on my bike trying to record this video, so hopefully it'll come out alright. So today I'm going to talk about something cool, different. If you haven't seen my stamps video from yesterday, go check out my stamps video, U.S. Postal Service video that I was talking about. It's a really good one. I'm going to do another version of it at some point soon. But today I'm trying to keep things light and non-political, and so I'm going to talk about acting. Basic acting 101. What is it? How do you do it? Well, quite simply put, acting is just moving your body. There's a truck going by. So acting is just simply moving your body, whether that is your what we call the greater body, your arms, legs, torso, head, or if it's just little specific muscles like your tongue or your jaw muscles in order to make sound. But it's all just moving your body around. That's all acting is. Basically, it gets more detailed than that, but that's the start of it. I had the other day, this is what prompted me to think of this. The other day, I'm doing the food delivery thing, and this guy says he saw me up at the acting school, and I was there doing a delivery. I wasn't actually a student or anything, but he assumed I was an actor, and I guess technically I am an actor, even though I don't have a gig at the moment. I'm an actor. I know what acting is. So so to really keep it nice and simple, this car hopefully won't hit me. To keep it real nice and simple, the job of an actor is to do what the director says. That's it. Alright? He was asking me what my style of acting was. I said, I do what the director tells me to do. If you can do that as an actor, you will go far in life. And when I say actor, I talk about actresses too. It's just a general term for one who acts. It's not a male-female thing, just to make that clear. This applies to everybody. Oh, this guy's going fast. Alright. It's just, it's a general term. So what you got to do, I've only got a couple of blocks here, so I just keep turning around. It's my cross. We call that the cross in acting. And you go from one side of the stage to the other. I'm just doing crosses all through this video, one end of this road to the other, before I get to the hill. But yeah, so anyway, if you can do what the director tells you, then you have a good director, which could be male or female, then you'll be a good actor. It's really all about helping the director achieve their vision, because only they are the ones who in their mind can see what the entirety of the film or play or whatever it is you're doing consists of. Man, this street's getting a little crowded. I'm gonna roll down the hill, I think, to the next one. But yeah, so but that's your job. Know your lines. That's number one. Even if it's something where you're gonna have cards or whatever, you don't have to necessarily you don't have to have the entire script memorized. If you're doing a film, you just need to at least know every words for that scene that you're going to be in, and when you're supposed to say it, what your cues are. All right, so you got your lines, the words you say, you got your cues, the things that tell you to say the lines, and sometimes it'll be the actor, another actor that cues you, or it could be a lighting thing, or the director will say the line now, or something like that. So you got your cues, right? And then you got your marks. And your marks is where you stand and where you walk to. All right, so you hit your marks, you say your lines, and then you hold your body, your positioning. Sometimes people call it anchoring, but basically, imagine it's like you gotta let your director act. Oh, we're going down the hill. We're going down the hill. It's getting fast and exciting. Ah, wee. There we go. There's the cross. All right. So I spent the cross. All right. That's when you're done with your cross. You spent it. But yeah, and then you just gotta not be afraid to let your director, just tell you what to do, tell you how to position your body, your specific muscles, your facial features. So why you really need to work with directors that are good communicators is what I found, because a lot of directors will just expect the actor to read their mind and do all the work, and you can do that if you're already familiar with the director, if they're a seasoned director. Right, I gotta get across the busy street. Alright, across the busy street. But if you're working with a young, inexperienced director, or if you're a young, inexperienced actor, you can't read their mind because you haven't seen their work. You don't know what it is they're looking for. So it is really the director's responsibility to make sure that they can articulate it. But when they articulate it, you have to be able to perform. You have to be able to do the thing it says on your resume. So if, like I say, I can do a cool 360 jump with my bike, and the director says, do a cool 360 jump with your bike, I better be able to do that cool 360 trick with my bike, or else everybody's gonna hate me and I ain't never gonna get hired again. So make sure, as an actor, you're honest about your abilities. All right, and that doesn't mean don't try things that are hard. Do try things that are hard, but don't waste people's time. That's the key, because no one gets paid enough in the arts. Time is way too underpaid for. So don't waste it. Let's see. Oh, articulation. Articulation is very, very important. That's easy to articulate. All you need to do is oversay everything. That's it. Shatner it out, if you will. And you'll sound weird and dumb in your own head, because it seems like you're saying everything really, really choppy and over enunciating everything, and you are, but most of us are very lazy in the way we speak, and so over enunciating brings you up to what is pretty much a normal level of enunciation. I could get into neurological reasons why we all under enunciate everything, but that would have to be another video. If you want to see that, leave a comment or something. But yeah, that's it. That's really all it is to acting. Show up, be at the production, have your lines memorized, Don't bitch and moan if it's not your turn. Sit quietly and wait till it is. When it is your turn, be physically able to perform. Hit your mark. Spend your time crossing. Don't overthink your character. You know your character. Spend time researching your character before you get in front of the camera or on the stage. All right, because when you get on the stage or in front of the camera, that's gotta be flawless. Like you know, you don't think about who you are all the time in real life. You just do stuff, and that's how it's got to be with your character. You have to know them well enough. You don't have to think about why they're doing things. You just do them, and then hit your mark. Enunciate. Don't piss on anybody else's artistic toes, and yeah, do what your director says. That's it. That's all there is to acting. It's really that easy. But, you know, things get in the way. People get nervous. You know, they start second guessing themselves, or they show up wasted because they're too nervous or whatever, or they thought they could do something, but they're really not that good, or whatever. You know, there's lots of reasons why it could get screwed up, but the basic premise of it is pretty simple. You know, don't worry about looking stupid. You know what? Don't look stupid when you're acting. You just look how you look. You're just the character. And if you're not doing what the script calls for, that's all that's important. Are you doing what the script calls for and the director calls for, or not? And if you're not, the director will tell you, and they'll tell you what to change. So don't really worry about screwing it up. That's why they do multiple takes. That's why they have rehearsals. You know, that's what those are for. Nothing annoys me worse. A lot of cars. A lot of cars. All right. Woo! Nothing annoys me worse than people who don't rehearse. When people ask me to do shows all the time. I'm like, when's rehearsal? And they're like, there's no rehearsal. I'm like, then I'm not doing your show. You know, that's how things end up looking amateurish. Like, you don't know what you're doing, and you don't want to do that ever. You always want to be prepared. You always want to be rehearsing until the thing is done. So anyway, that's my acting 101 advice. How to be an actor. Well, I should say how to act. You know, the financial side is another issue. I'm just talking about the craft. And it gets a lot more complicated than that, of course, but that's the basic premise of it. So anyway, I'm Ken. I hope that helps you be a better actor or director or whatever it is. Maybe I'll do another video on how to direct as well. But anyway, that's it for now. Cheers. Signing off. Sayonara. Whew. Man, running through traffic and up a hill to get a pail of water.